Alrighty guys, so we're going to go ahead and do a quick breakdown of this video. First off, let's just go ahead and watch the trailer, and then we're going to go by step. We're going to watch this in 2.25, and we're going to just give this a full rundown on everything that I've seen so far. So let's go ahead and see what Easter eggs and what new things are going to be available. So right off the bat, let's make this 2.5. It's going to be a little slower, but we're going to break this down, okay? It's going to be a little slower than it normally would be, but let's just go ahead and break this down. Okay, so right off the bat, shield systems look a little new, kind of cool. That shotgun-wise, the shotgun seems to be kind of cool. It's like it's not a pump action anymore. It's just a simple, semi-automatic to some extent. I think that's what it's called. It's cool. Now, there are some things that I've already seen here. So new weapons. I think the skins now. I think the skins are. You're no longer going to have like the red versus blue team kind of thing. Maybe for competitive games you will, but for the most part it looks like you will have your own custom color at all times in game. I think that is actually pretty cool, and that's going to be different. That's going to be actually pretty cool. You got the VK78. This is that new commando gun that they've got. I've done some research on this thing. This is that new. It looks like kind of like a long range, like a BR, but like it's an automatic, not a burst. So right off the bat, let's see here, Needler. It looks like some of the armor coatings, like this guy. I can't tell if he's got the pink, but some of this, like he has like a flat color. Reloads. This guy does not have an equipment. It looks like some of the equipment that you will have will be on this arm, and I think we'll get to see that in a bit. Okay, so choppers are back. Brute choppers are 100% back. I am so hyped for this because, I mean, dude, it's a brute chopper. That was one of the coolest fucking things that was one of the coolest things they ever had for Halo 3 back in the day. And ODST. So it looks like Valhalla. Valhalla might be back. Maybe it's a whole new version of it or something. But so yeah, it looks like they're probably going to be like loading into a map of some sort, and everyone has their own skin, right? I mean, this right here, this whole dark blacker like style skin. I hope that does not interfere with the game though, because like this could be pretty hard to see, and as someone you know with the Call of Duty and whatnot with the rose skin, you can't see these colors at times. So this I hope this is not an issue. It looks like though that this is that shader style that they're talking about, where you have like the red and the in certain areas of your skin. Like it looks like you have like this is a skin, the all color is a skin. This looks like a shadowed color style, and this looks like a camo style. So definitely cool. You'll probably be able to like make this, not just green, but like a red camo if you want. That'd be kind of cool if you could probably do that. So right off the bat, let's see here. It looks like this weapon might be starting to be kind of like a pulling. You can pull this off the map. Let's see here. They're getting ambushed. Needler. Doesn't look like anyone has equipment here. Okay, that guy got right. Okay, so right here. This guy has some type of metallic color. I think this is what that shader is. And I'm telling you right now, this is a good probability of what, like, if you grind it for the 152, this might be what that is. And that is hype because you do stand out. That's so clean, man. That color scheme. Okay, so it looks like there's red outlines. Maybe that indicates that that's a player. I don't think anyone's noticing this right off the bat, but when you're actually in game, there's a small red outline. That is nice because now you can significantly see where people are. That's great. I think that's going to be great. You can see him in the background. Get a weapon off the wall. That's cool. I hope that this kind of stands out with its own little icons, but you see he has weapon skins. You can see him on the map. Red outlines. I like that. That means that it's going to like I don't know how that's gonna feel about camping and stuff, but it's gonna basically give some people some kind of understanding of, like, it looks like when you zoom in, right? When you zoom in, it's red now, but when you get closer, that red outline is a lot more faint, right? That's nice. I think that's a very good, you can't just see someone immediately. It's going to be more like for long range. That's great. Halo, good job. Looks like you can shoot your nades, or this is some kind of nade launcher. Oh no, that looks like an EMP. Yes, it is an EMP. He shot an EMP into the room, and this right here is showing where he is. That's actually really cool. I like that. That is awesome. And then he chucks the grenade. Hell yeah, dude. Awesome. It's like not an EMP, sorry, but like a radar, like a sonar, like a bat radar around the room. That's great. That's so sick. So this looks like another equipment that he's going to be picking up, or it looks like it's a I don't know. Yeah, that's the grapple hook that he just picked up. So let's see here. Brings up his hands. You don't see anything on his arms. Let's take a look at this front part to the hand. Let's see if it covers that up. No, it doesn't. So it's on his arm. He picked that up. It's the grapple hook. Manages to get a pull off. And you can hear him say no scope, right? It's basically, he says no scope, no more snapshot. It's no scope. The game can finally recognize it like it did in Halo 5. That's great. Assassination. Okay, a little janky. This is some kind of newer weapon. It looks like a heat-seeking personal missile. And when shot, it looks kind of like the new railgun to some extent. Like a new railgun. And it breaks off, it looks like. Oh, wait a minute. You can change the trajectory of this thing. So you can either have a spread shot or it'll have a secondary effect. And this is a homing mechanism. That is really cool. We'll see how that plays out. That kind of looks broken, but it looks like it changes trajectory and kills. That's great. And that's called a nade shot. Interesting. Okay, so right off the bat, let's see here. Anyone using anything particular? You got Rocket, let the Spankers back. It looks like he is sprinting. You can kind of see right off the bat, he has like a system going where it shows that he's sprinting. That's kind of cool. I like the eye indicators a lot. That's actually going to be kind of nice. So, okay, right here, he's got the hammer and he's got this newer item. I think what this newer item is a reflector, because in this next upcoming scene, if you notice, he hits this guy, right? He gets this kill. I like the details they did on this hammer. It has like a nice hook. And then the bubble shield here. It looks like it's in eye indicator, so it looks like you can damage certain parts of the bubble shield versus just destroying the whole thing. It's going to have certain types of cover, so you can break a little bubble here or there or there. That's great. I think that's going to be really cool, because in terms of, like, if this becomes a meta thing, it'll be kind of interesting to see. This is kind of like got that Fortnite type of, I personally like Fortnite, where it's got that, you can kind of, shoot down a hole, and you'll see what's going to become your cover and what's not going to be your cover. So, right here, the guy's going to start charging a noob combo, and he reflects it. He reflects that back. That's awesome. I can't wait to see that. New eye indicators for both when you don't zoom and when you are zoomed for the BR. This reticule is going to be interesting on how this plays out for a controller player, because these type of crosshairs actually benefit mouse and keyboard from my experience. I hope this has some kind of aim assist that's decent, but it does look like where he's at The BR itself. See if we can get back to this real quick. It looks like the BR has that Halo 2 style. Awesome. And the scope looks a little weird, but it's got that crosshair. Warning live. I wonder if this is going to be like a moving indicator of something. Like something interactive on the map. He killed that guy. Was that a single shot? No, it was a triple shot. Okay. Okay, so triple shot. Burst is still there. Cool. Okay. So he shot that, making the hole bigger. So this guy's going to move into cover. This guy's going to grapple hook. Gets the stick. It looks like you might be able to shoot while you're grappling. I'm not entirely sure yet. That guy, look at this armor. Beautiful. This is that new shader that they're talking about. This looks like I don't know if this is like an Iron Man shader, but like the gold and red, it's two-piece color. Looks like a two-piece color shader. That's pretty nice. He has that thing on his arm. This looks like the grapple hook because it's got the little arm here. And yeah, this looks great. He got stuck, looks at it. I wonder if you can just look now on your body where your stick is getting. That's kind of cool. This guy got blown to pieces. That guy dead. Bubble shield still intact. It looks like you can walk through the bubble shield or like the shield generator. This new item that he's picking up, I have no idea what this is. What is that? Okay, so that's the new brute shot looking gun. Or the brute, that looks like a new brute like rocket launcher. I think he gets this kill on this guy and he's going to grab that gun. I like this and I don't like this. This will be interesting because now if you can grab weapons with the grapple hook, it's going to take the idea of having to be in position during competitive games. Like, I'm sure the grapple hook won't be in a competitive game, or maybe they'll have some kind of rule where grapple hook cannot grab weapons, but the whole point of Halo is to be in position for map control. The grapple hook looks like it can be somewhat of a good thing to have on your side and a safe thing to have on your side to grab. It looks like you can grab a weapon from a distance and not have to overcommit to an area. So that'll be different. It looks like there's a nice shader though on the Ghost. I like the new style. It's very I like the shell looking style that they have on this. Really clean. Debris it looks like from the battle. He pulls this thing. This thing doesn't look like it's going to be an immediate, it looks like it's not going to be an immediate, like an immediate rocket launcher. It's more of like it's just going to hit you and do like some crazy ass knockback. But it looks like it's immediate. It's not going to like take a long time. You don't have to lead it or anything. You can just shoot it directly. And it's just going to tumble vehicles. Like, these guys are gone. And then the new metal grapple jack, where you can now grapple onto vehicles. This is cool. But keep in mind here, when he used that grapple hook, there was almost no time frame in between using it. Now, I don't know if there's a cooldown or if you get a certain amount of grapple hooks, but he had already used that grapple hook to grab this rocket launcher, right? And now he's already grappling onto the Hornet. And this guy is like, oh shit. Nice. That guy's dead. He loses his shields. Goodbye. This guy is now grapple jacking that. That's kind of cool. Now, I think right here, you can't really hear it because I haven't... you can't really hear it because of the slowdown. But they're basically going to say ordnance drop, which means ordnance drops sound like they're back. Like you can call in now for like this big team battle mode that they are showing. capture the enemy flag. This is like the new. This looks like a Valhalla right off the bat, right? This sounds like Valhalla, and what it sounds like, maybe it's not a Valhalla, but it's like a reimagine, because there's a base here and there's a base or a lift here, but there are like ordinances where you can call in banshees now, right? Lift man cannons are back. Like I said earlier, when you're on a team, you're gonna have your own individual colors. So maybe you're gonna have indicators on your head that someone is not an enemy, or you're gonna have that outline. You can have your own enemy colors now. You're gonna stand out. So if you have that exclusive shader or exclusive skin, you're going to look great, man. You're going to stick out. Content creators, pop out your best sweat skins, bro. You guys are going to be able to shine now. This is going to be awesome. Okay. It looks like he's running. It looks like you can kind of, I don't know if this is walking. This looks like walking. But it has its own type of Halo 2 or 3 sprinting, and then there's additional reach or Halo 5 sprinting, right? Because you'll see that wind like when they're sprinting. But it looks like you can kind of do a much faster walk of some sort and shoot. Like, this guy gets splattered. His wing is completely off now. It's no longer like you're going to just do damage to the front and then the sides break off. This thing is actually crippled. And in previous videos, they showed that there was literally, you can shoot a Warthog wheel and, like, pop the wheel. This is cool. I mean, it looks kind of like when he got shot there, this thing is now tilted. It looks like it's going to have some flying, you can disable the ability to fly properly or drive properly. So maybe it's like hanging more to the side. New brute shot, or the chopper. This thing looks great, man. I'm so happy to see choppers back. I hope the mechanics for them to drive is somewhat hard, but somewhat, cool, not too bad. He's using that new brute shot style, like, cannon thing. And that thing is just getting, I don't know if this is getting demolished or if it's just pumping out fire. It is pumping out fire. Holy cow. Like, look at the details that these vehicle damages have now. This side of this thing's getting blown off. The back of it's getting shot out. Hornets now are going to look like they're somewhat decent. It looks like he's kind of... I hope these still have that shield mechanic. Because the Hornets in Halo 5 were trash. I don't care what anyone says. They were booty. This guy rockets it out of midair. Boom, blows that up. So right here, we'll cut it back a little bit so we can hear this. So, ordnance drop inbound. It looks like you can call in things now, man. That's great. We'll, we can kind of break it down like this. Let's see here. Okay, so new weapon. That looks like, some kind of rocket launcher, right? Kills the sniper. It's definitely not a sniper of its own, but here's my biggest thing. Now watch this. You have to lead the shots with this gun. I don't know if they brought back a hybrid system for this game. That is not a bad idea. I was never a fan of leading shots in Halo 3. I thought it was a very, very flawed system with its projectile system. I hated it with passion. But with nowadays, how Halo 5 had dedicated servers and whatnot, I loved Halo 5 servers for the most part. I know a lot of people complained about it at times. I never truly had it. Maybe once in a blue moon I had a problem with it. But Halo 5's shooting mechanics they were flawless. They connected really well for me. I loved it. I always could, I like that you could trade kills because how well it was introduced. You have to lead the shots with this thing. I don't know if it's just for some weapons or if it's got hit scan for some weapons and hit scan. Because the BR looks like it's hit scan, right? But then you have to lead with this. That sounds like a hybrid. That's kind of cool. I like that. That I can play with that. Boom. Beat down. I don't see hit markers though. If I'm seeing this right. It doesn't look like there's really a hit marker system now with these weapons, so interesting. But I like the new style of when you kill someone or you're breaking their shield, it has this hex type style. I like that. That's clean. Sword in the background. Let's see here. Anything else in the background? He's just trying to get to his thing. This I can't tell if it's just a dirty style or if this happens over a period of time, but I'm going to tell you this right now. This looks like you can customize the different styles of the armor pieces by itself. He has a red and somewhat looking like a blue. I could be wrong if this is just a white with the shade hitting it, but this is darker than this. This armor front piece looks different shaded than everything else here, right? It looks like you could probably customize this character out with its own shaders just specifically to the armor piece. I like that, man. That's great. That is going to be so well introduced. If you have some rare items, like if you got the 152, exclusive shaders, or if they release a lasso shader, right? Or, you got something different or a different armor piece and you have different shaders and you can flex all of those, bro, Halo is stepping up their game with these color systems. I love this, dude. This is great. This is so well introduced. Yeah, it definitely looks like a different color. Definitely different color. He's going to stand out. Okay. It shows him. I don't know what this means. I don't know if this is just how the cinematography is, but if you get into a Banshee every time and it shows this cinematic thing here, I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm pretty sure this is just for the trailer, but I feel like I'm going to get killed every time I do this. Because, I don't know. It just, if it's just showing, I'm pretty sure this is just a cinematography, but, yeah. The new Banshee style looks really cool. It looks like he has his own shader, because we see that red and black going on a lot, right? It looks like he's got his own shader, because he was a white and a black and red skin, to some extent. This shader here is a different shader for the vehicles. So it looks like you can put those on the vehicles. Okay. Let's see if there's any other newer weapons. Nice. Okay, so now you can kind of see that thing touch down. Any other weapons in particular? No, this is that bubble shield. Okay. Now he gets out. What is that on his gun? Warning? What is this? I wonder if that is just for design or something, or if it's like a sticker. That's kind of cool. So it looks like the flag has like an icon on it. Let's see if it changes when he grabs it. No, doesn't change. Still got the Viper looking symbol. When he grabs that, it looks like his attachment. I don't know if his attachment was on his arm originally. Let's check it out. It was not on his arm. It's on his pouch. Interesting, because right now it's looking like that's on his pouch. Interesting. Okay. Okay, that guy got blown up. Yeah, teams have their own skin. That's awesome. I dig it. Okay. He gets in. Teammates pick him up. The Hornet's chasing this guy. Is there anything in particular that's different? That guy needs to work on his aim, bro. anything else? There's equipment on the ground here. What is that? Some kind of different... This guy has a teal skin, so it does look like you could definitely pick your own colors. I like that. I know I'm kind of saying the same things over, but for the most part, this is pretty good for a multiplayer trailer. Like, they showed off a lot.
Sprays are in the game. It looks like officially there are sprays
in the game. I don't know if the Oddball will have its own type of style too when you pick it up, but it looks like there are absolutely going to have sprays. Awesome, dude. Way to capture that. People love these. And he... What is he that? He tossed it up when he grabbed it, and it looks like one hit beatdown to the Oddball's back. I mean, wait a minute. Timeout. Did that thing... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Does that thing create an explosion when you hit somebody? Okay. So, he hits this guy. This guy flies back and hits this area. Is that going to create a robust, like, explosion? A chain reaction? Is this like a gravity hammer style, like, Oddball? What is that? That is interesting. Let's see if we can go back to speeding it up. Okay. So let's see here. It looks like that was like some kind of chain reaction. That's cool. So imagine hitting somebody. Right? Imagine hitting... Oh, wait a minute. The flag is like a hologram. That's sick. That's cool. I like that. It's literally a hologram coming out of the liner. That's great. Okay. Okay, so we're here. We pick up the Oddball. Let's see here. We pick up the Oddball. So he hits this guy. This guy's flying. Boom. It is literally a thing. I don't know if it's because of the rocket that was there. Because there's a rocket that comes down. But yeah. Okay. This is sweet, man. Oh, no, it wasn't the rocket that was there. I like the stepping mechanics. They really look like they're touching the ground, dude. There's that metallic color. That looks so good. That blows that thing up. It looks like the rocket won't destroy this whole thing, though. It's just going to do a lot of damage. Then you can grapple hook like these items in midair. Like, it looks like maybe there was a launcher that put this thing up in the air, but you can catch it. I doubt people are going to really utilize that because that looks hard to do. But you can now throw these items to stop these guys in their tracks. And then we have the reveal of, like, this samurai-style armor. I think this is going to be... Now, this is a far-fetched pitch, but it looks like you have a sword. This is going to be if you did Lasso or some kind of crazy achievement, right? The armor that you can get customizing, this is going to be so sick. But this looks like if you did, like, Campaign on Legendary or if you did the Lasso achievements. So sick, dude. Pistol's back. Looks like it's a one tap to the head suite. Normal game. The frickin' shells that come out of this thing. Look at the size of these rounds. Yeah, okay, so Combat Evolved is still in the game. I love this because in Halo 5 they introduced this back from Halo 1 where you could sticky grenade a weapon and catch it, right? And that is a thing. So kills them. Combat Evolved is back, and look at how the sword reveals itself when grabbed. So, okay, here. Okay. Combat evolves, grabs it. This thing here, beautiful. It just forms itself that out way. And look at the metallic color on this thing. If I'm correct, this metallic color is super, super clean, right? It doesn't look dirty. But if you look in here, I think earlier into the trailer, I think the guys that had, like, the metallic, I don't know where exactly it was, but I think that your character can get dirty over time. I don't know. But, I mean, this thing is just so good. That's so cool. That armor is nuts. Looks like Shredder from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Halo multiplayer online. Infinite is going to be a masterpiece. This thing's interacting. Epic campaign, and it's free to play, dude. I'm juiced. This is great. I cannot wait. This is so sweet. All right, guys. Well, that is my trailer breakdown. Let me know what you guys think. I'm going to be uploading some content in this upcoming week. Basically, what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to essentially start doing spawn trapping content. That's probably going to be my next video on how to break down on how to do it and how to understand it for when Halo Infinite comes out. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and I will see you guys then. Thanks again. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Peace.